the Winning the Week live stream and podcast. Oh my goodness. You're all welcome here at the Cool Kids table, as it says here. We are going to have ourselves an excellent time today. We're going to defeat pessimism and win the week, reframing our troubles into wins. And as I always say, we saved you a seat here at the Cool Kids table. And if you forgot your lunch money, don't worry about it. I will share my French fries with you. Bad news on the French fry front, by the way. We have a local restaurant here in town called The Habit, which is a California chain. And I always gave them the award for the best cheeseburger in Broward County. The Habit, unfortunately, has apparently fallen on hard times. I guess the bean counters got involved. They replaced the people at the counters with an electronic kiosk touchscreen. And no longer do they give you a little vibrating pager to take back to your table. They text you, and the food's not near as good anymore. There's no more flavor in the burgers. Their French fries, which were spectacular, are apparently boring now. So, unfortunately, The Habit is no longer a habit. I just have to write that one off. Oh, my goodness. Where's my mouse? I got to find my mouse. Here we go. Because you guys got to see this. If it helps, I fed my kitty today and petted her disgusting fur and also kept her inside away from the coyote. Well, that's good. That's very kind of you to protect your animal from certain death from the coyote. I hope Dylan dispatched that coyote with aplomb. But I don't know. Everybody's got different feelings. You know, when I was in my 20s and 30s, the rule of thumb was if you see a coyote, you take it out immediately. You dispatch it with immediate effectiveness. But now I'm seeing people saying, you know, let the coyotes alone. They only come around if you got a lot of garbage and trash and stuff. And I've seen people say to leave the coyotes alone. I don't know. I don't know what the best thing is to do with that. If I don't know. I mean, the coyotes here in South Florida migrated over here slowly from the Southwest over the past 30 years. Moved their way across Texas, across Louisiana, across Alabama, and into the Panhandle and down here now. And I guess enough people have their pets killed, they'll go back to saying, take them out. But I guess that's one of those topics you can't really talk about in pleasant company, so we'll just keep the coyote talk to a minimum. Lori's in the house. CL is in the house. I'm very glad to see my best friends have showed up. Hello, Miss M. How are you? Miss M has a kitty cat in her profile picture there. How about that, Zuki? How do you like that? Well, listen, we can't get too far without our simultaneous sip. So let's get started on that in honor of the great Scott Adams, whose podcast I missed every day. And he always started it off with the simultaneous sip. I know why you're here. You're here for the simultaneous sip. All you need is a cup or a mug or a glass, a tankard, a chalice or a stein, a canteen jug or flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I like Publix brewed Diet Sweet Tea. And join me now for the unparalleled pleasure, the dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better. It's called the Simultaneous Sip, and it starts now. Ah, that is the good stuff. That is the good stuff right there. What is everybody drinking? What did everybody have their simultaneous sip? What did you guys have? So let's get into it. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk to you about tonight. Real quick, funny thing happened on the way to having a YouTube channel. Views are way down, and I know why too. I have stopped publishing shorts as a general rule of thumb. I'm going to tilt this camera slightly. There we go. I have stopped doing shorts as a general rule. I was using this Opus Clips tool to make 20 or 30 shorts and auto-publish them on a schedule and let them go blasting out like crazy, and I stopped doing that. I'm making shorts just with the YouTube app on my phone, and I'm only making 1 or 2 per video when I put out a full-length video. Under the share button, you can click remix, and it's remix as a short. And basically, you can pick up to 60 seconds of any long video and turn it into a short. It'll auto do the captions for you, and you can schedule it. You can connect it to a related video, which I try to do, because the only reason I'm putting out these shorts is not because I'm a shorts channel. I'm not trying to get tons of views, but it does seem to help bring awareness of the main video. So it's like a commercial. It's like a commercial for the main video. So that's why I do it. So I was getting 60 to 80,000 views per 28 days, and now I'm getting 16,000 views. Doesn't really impact your channel that much, though, because shorts views are counted so differently that it's not like you're losing anything major when it stops seeing shorts on there. But you guys can see I made a whopping $40 this month. And the vast majority of that is not in watch time. The vast majority of that is all the kindness of you guys buying memberships and renewing your memberships for whatever YouTube charges on that. I set it to $1, but I think YouTube charges an extra 60 cents or something, so $1.60 or something a month. But that's the majority of where that 40 bucks comes from, and people buying memberships for each other, which is fantastic. And I'll talk about value for value in a minute again, because that's kind of on that topic. But you can see we're just about to bust through to 3,450 subscribers, which is pretty cool. And the top content so far has been these shorts, right? 316 views, 86 views. The 86 views and the 58 views there in the bottom, those are regular full-length videos. But the 316 one, that's a short. So, these shorts, they fool you. They fool you into thinking that there's massive amounts of views and stuff, but they're not, I don't know, they're not real, I mean, they're real views, but they're not people who are engaging in your long-term video and leaving meaningful comments for the most part. You guys do. You guys who know me all do leave meaningful comments, but the random passerby who sees you on their way as they pass by and see they're scrolling, they see your shorts, and I don't know. We're in town limits, so you can't do anything about it. It's keeping the deer away, so I'm fine. Yeah, that makes sense, Pam, but you're right. We'll talk about what to do about coyotes, and they'll delete our channel. It is weird that we have coyotes down here, Mike. I know you never would have thought so, but here they are. Yep. Jen's got decaffeinated coffee with Bailey's, and Pam's got you got Dylan's kombucha. Man, that kombucha is some nasty stuff, man. I tried it that one time. Whew. I'm afraid to try it again. It was crazy. Yikesies. But I do like Bailey's, yeah. Mike is on the road driving home, but if I put my head out the window and turn on the windshield wiper fluid, does that count? Yes, that's the simultaneous sip of windshield wiper fluid. Hey, Dana and Pearl, man. Glad the beautiful couple is here. And I have something to say to you guys in just a minute, as well as the rest of you about stickers, so we'll talk about that in a second as well. Since there's a bunch of you here, I really, really need some prayers. Please, my little cousin is only 9 years old, and she just got out of her second surgery. Wow. Well, Lord, we pray right now for Dana's little 9-year-old cousin. We ask for healing, and we ask for that little girl would be just fine and be with her and be with the family and heal her up super quick. Absolutely. Whenever I tell somebody I'm going to pray for them, I'd rather just do it right then. Otherwise, if I say I'm gonna and then I forget too later, then I'm in big trouble. So let's see. Check this out. The subscriber growth, like I said, we're about to hit 3,450. And this is a 1-year view, 365 days worth of views. And you can see where I did my first live stream. And I really think a large portion of the subscriber growth over the past year, going from the 2,500 range up to close to 3,500 range, is a result of live streams. Hanging out with you guys for an hour and a half on a Wednesday night, getting to know you folks, getting to know each other in the chat. I really do believe a big portion of this 1,000 subscribers who've come in the past year is a result of when I started live streaming. And obviously doing other things, taking the channel more seriously, trying to decide what the topic of the channel is about and stay on topic with feedback and support and guidance from all of you. But you can see this range here where I've got the circle drawn. That's pretty much when I was using that Opus Clips to automatically generate shorts. And man, I would take every single long form video I had, I would generate, I don't know, 20 or 30 shorts from that and schedule them to come out every 2 hours. Sometimes, bye kitty. Sometimes, like 2 or 3 days in a row of shorts coming out every 2 hours. So, it's weird. Shorts definitely, there's no question in my mind, shorts do generate subscribers. And I don't understand why. But a lot of times it's people who you never hear from them. They click subscribe, but you never hear from them because, think about it, I've got 1,000 new subscribers in the past year. But as far as people I actually see showing up on a regular basis and hanging out in the live stream like tonight, there's not 1,000 of you. Maybe 50. If I struggle, I could probably think of 30 off the top of my head, and there's probably another 20, 25 beyond that. So maybe 50 regulars who comment often on videos are surefire going to watch it. So I don't know who the other 950 who click subscribe are. Maybe it's lurkers. Maybe it's the blessed lurker cadre hanging out in the background and refusing to say hi. It's very possible. We got 7 people watching right now, so that tells me, there's not 1,000 people watching this live stream. That's for darn sure. Let me get caught up on the chat just in case I'm missing anything. Yeah, you guys are all talking to each other. That's great. I don't think I'm doing much better than you, buddy. You made $20, but that's about what I make. I make about $20 on video, whatchamacallums. Oh, you know what I just realized? That I didn't hit the button on my light to go boom. Yeah, there we go. Now we got some light on the subject. Let's throw some light on the subject, although it didn't look too bad before. I got my Stream Deck programmed to talk to my Elgato light over there, and I can program the color temperature like that, and I can program the brightness. I've got a couple of presets like 7% brightness. Believe it or not, this is only 35% brightness right here. If I jack that thing up to maximum, it goes pure insanity. It's like the sun. Watch, here's 100%. Ah, I can't see. Go back down. Okay, there we go. That's 35%. Much more useful. More useful and usable. So, yeah, the Elgato light's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's that. Don't forget, I turned on my Discord server again. And we are having a blast, those of us who've joined already. I think we got 10 or 12 folks already joined in Discord. There is a link in the description that you can click, and when you are sent over to Discord, it'll ask you to pick a nickname or a username or just put your regular name, whatever you want to do. You can see the fun we're having in there. Mike and I were using AI to create puppet versions of ourselves, and that was pretty funny. But we talk about each other's videos, and we talk about past videos, and we talk about food, and a few other fun subjects. Discord is basically just a chat room. It's basically just a chat room where everybody can go in and hang out and talk with each other, and kind of extend what we're doing in the chat here right now, but without it ever ending. Pam, that would be like $1 an hour if we worked 40 hours on this stuff, but I don't know. I should keep track of how many hours I actually work during a week on YouTube. Probably not 40, but probably more than 20. I probably do more than 20 hours a week on this stuff. I got a regular job. My regular job, I spend about 50 hours a week, and then YouTube is my for fun job. I know, CL, you're doing it for fun and for friends, and I think that's a very good reason. That's a very good reason to do YouTube. It's a great way to show your art. It's a great way to meet friends and do it for fun and make videos. I mean, Jen, I would not mind getting rich. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I wouldn't mind if we did. But yeah, I don't think it's happening anytime soon. Jen's having a good time in the Discord server. All the cool kids videos in one place. That's right. When you join the server, I tell a bot to monitor our YouTube channels. And if you got a channel in there, if you remember, I tell the bot to post a link to your video in one of the channels, so that YouTube's not going to do a good job of telling us when our favorite videos come on, but the Discord server definitely does have a channel that tells you. I'm probably going to hit a limit on how many channels I can tell the bot to watch, but I haven't hit that limit yet. But if I do, I'll go find another bot and tell a second bot to start doing it. That's all. But really good news. I know this is the news you've all been waiting for. Let me see what Glenn is saying. I have fun making videos and friends. I put out 2 new ones today. I did see your 556, no, your 65 Creedmoor, right, videos? You have a part 1 and a part 2. I need to get something to attach my phone to me, so record when I go hunting. Yeah, something like on your chest or something would be really cool to have your phone right here, so that when you're hiking or you're hunting, we get the Glenn's eye view of it. That would be really cool. But yeah, I saw you did a couple of ballistics comparison type video. Haven't got a chance to watch them, but I will be. I will be. You can call him Pearl. He won't be mad. I call him Pearl sometimes. Wouldn't mind making enough money to pay off the house. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. 100%. Wouldn't be a shabby thing, would it? Well, anyway, I got some really good news. I got an update on our stickers. I received my new stickers in the mail. And if I have already sent you stickers in the past, bam, look at these. We've got stickers, everybody. Let's do this so we can see them better. There we go. Stickers. This one is the handy dandy super cool logo that I always put up. And this one is the same thing you see in the corner there. Woo! Right? So 2 little stickers. These are kind of like a little bit bigger than business card size. They're playing card size is what they are. And I kind of thought it would be cool to have these that I could give out as business cards. I can always write a note on the back or a phone number if I want to. And then these are fun, just little logo ones. So if I have your address from having sent you stickers before, these arrived on Monday, and I got these out to you on Monday. And you'll receive those either tomorrow or probably Friday. I also included some of the older stickers. I got some hologram Escaping the Suburbs sticker, so I sent that in the envelope. And a scottall.com don't do anything I wouldn't do sticker. Now, if you didn't get stickers from me before and I don't have your address, there is a form. It's just a Google form to fill out in the description of this live stream, and I'll make a post about it tomorrow. And the point of the Google form is just a nice private way for you to send me an address to send stickers to you. And I will pop those in an envelope and use my handy dandy stamps. Pam, do you guys have something in Canada? We have this thing called Forever stamps, and they don't have a dollar figure on them or a price. The price you buy them at that day is the price that they were at when you got them, but they always work forever. So if the price of postage goes up, those stamps keep on working forever. So I wonder how they do that in Canada. You guys got Forever stamps? Anyway, anybody who wants stickers, if I didn't send you stickers before and I don't have your address, and Dana and Pearlman, I have your address from last time, so you don't need to refill that out. Those of you who I had an address for got new stickers, and if you want stickers and I never sent you stickers before, fill out that Google form and I will get a notification that I have your address, and I will pop those out to you as soon as I get that. So the stickers are cool, and they're here. Let's take a peek at the chat and see if I'm missing anything or missing anybody. YouTube makes no sense. It makes no sense, but it makes plenty of dollars. Haha. That was like a Pops type joke, right? Remember Pops making his funny video, his joke videos, and he finishes them off with his big belly laugh. Those are funny if you haven't seen those. I have fun making video. Oh, we already read that one. Oops. Granny's in the house. Very good. At least for a little while before she's got to go put the grandbabies to bed. People think your first name is Pearl? That's weird. That would be weird. Dana Pearl. Not my fault. I blame my husband. That's right. Exactly. I have escaped the suburbs lately. Indeed, I went fishing last weekend, and this weekend is a 4-day weekend for us. We have a national holiday on Monday. I think it's Memorial Day. And my office decided to make it a 4-day weekend and give us Friday off, and they're calling it a wellness day. And basically their message was, take the day off and make it a long weekend and enjoy yourselves. So I will definitely be escaping the suburbs again this weekend. CL says I'm rolling in the stickers. If you missed it at the beginning, look at this fancy Mike's Adventure Spark sticker that I got from our friend Mike, and he sent me this cool one here. And you guys should be bothering him asking for stickers for sure. I'm sticker rich. If only stickers were currency. My mama and I are sending. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Very good. You guys do have them? Okay, they call them permanent stamps. Cool. They're called permanent. Very cool. And they're marked with a P. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, you buy them at one price, and then they're good till you use them up, right? Yes, Dad, I have stickers headed your way already over in the second most famous Paris in the world. Paris, Texas. Yep. Yes, Lori, you indeed do have stickers winging your way. They are being carried by our diligent postman, postal service. Absolutely winging their way to your beloved state. And Granny's got stickers, and Mike's got stickers on the way. Mike says if you want stickers, go to his channel and look at his email and ask for stickers. He's got some nice stickers. It's got that really cool looking AI picture of himself holding a fishing rod with his Dodge Ram truck behind him. Did Sally make that that AI picture for you, Mike, or did you make that? That looks like the one she does all the time. I had a few days off last week. You're still playing catch up. That's the worst thing about taking days off is the work you have to do to get caught back up when you come back, right? We all like stickers. I have a friend. I've told you guys a few times about my friend $100 Eric, and boy, that guy loves stickers. And John Ruddy, if you're still watching, I sent stickers to you. I have your address from the first time go around. I tell you what I could do. I could actually, real quick, just for the heck of consistency, let me share with you the names I have. And then if I don't say your name, you're not getting stickers. But I sent stickers this week to Daniel, DG, and Allie, and Dad, and Debbie Sue, and Glenn and Dana, and Adventure Sparks Mike, and Sally, and somebody named Tim Evans requested stickers a long time ago. We don't ever see Tim Evans in the chat anymore. And Cobus Cattails, of course, that's Tracy, and Yvonne, Everyday Nana, requested some back then, and Granny, and Mr. Ruddy, and Lori. So those are the folks that I have addresses for, and that's who is getting stickers in the mail. By the way, they just updated the icons in Google Docs, and they are ugly. Those are some ugly icons they just updated in Google Docs. Terrible. Whoever did that. Ugh. Your husband's going to be off for 5 days. Wow, that's amazing. Yes, ma'am. Memorial Day is this Monday, this coming Monday. So you probably have at least a 3-day weekend. But my company giving us 4. Taking time off and coming back to well over 1,000 emails is literally the worst thing ever. Yeah, that is true. Yep. Sally D designed that sticker for me, and I absolutely love it. It's like she knows me or something. Yes, well, she is your sister. It's a great picture, buddy. And I like it, too. I love how realistic the truck looks. I mean, that Dodge Ram 1500 is awesome. It looks just like your camper truck. And then it's got a real friendly looking version of you. Not as friendly as the Muppet version, but pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, you got to take these time off, right? Even if it means you come back to Even if it means you come back to a pile of emails, you got to take time off now and then. You know who made a good comment about that was Peter. Our friend Peter's probably sleeping right now because it is, like 5 or 6 hours ahead of time in the UK, so it's probably 2 a.m. or something. But I was looking at this comment that Peter left on Daniel's post, right? Daniel had made a post about sorry he hasn't made any fishing videos, but Peter's reply to him, I felt like it really hit the nail on the head. He said, if we treat YouTube like a full-time job and career, we sometimes forget that even then we are allowed vacation time or sick days. Take all the time you need. And that's really important, right? We kind of talk about, oh, I'm going to treat it like a job. I'm going to treat it like a career. I'm going to treat it like I'm going to give it all my attention and seriousness for YouTube. I know not everybody does that, and I don't care if anybody wants to or doesn't want to. Those of you who are just doing it for fun or just doing it casually, more power to you. But for those of you, including myself, who are trying to make a go of it as a job, and at now it's a second job. I'm not leaving my main job or anything silly. Let's not be crazy here. But those of you who are, who like myself, who are treating it as a second job, we still got to remember to take some time off. Like Peter said, you still got to take a vacation or sick time. And when I was sick 3 weeks ago, had that, might have been bronchitis, might have been viral, whatever. Who knows? Whatever it was. I took a break and I made one video sitting outside of my garden, which was easy because I was going to be sitting outside of my garden anyway. And just talking to the camera for 15 minutes wasn't any extra strain. And I barely edited that thing, so that was easy. But you got to take time off, and you got to avoid burnout, right? Ben in real life is here again. How's it going, my bud? Good to see you again. Working out right now and trying to forget about stupid sports and not let it wreck my day. Oh, Ben, what sport were you watching that was trying to wreck your day? Was your team failing? If your team's failing, you must be a Dolphin fan. Just kidding. I'm not bitter. I'm not in any pain. The beach was totally worth it. I'm so glad you got down to Pensacola. I sent that video of the beach down to my dad and to my brother since we used to live in Pensacola. I knew they'd get a big kick out of seeing that and seeing the pier and seeing those white sands again. That was such a great video. A lot of you guys have made some incredible videos lately. Peter made an amazing video where he said, why am I doing YouTube if I'm just going to let AI write the script and make the thumbnail and create the title? What's the point in that? And AI is going to do the editing. Why am I even doing YouTube? And so he's doing an experiment where he's not going to use AI on his channel for a month. Today's day one of Peter's no AI experiment. I think it's a really good idea. I've actually joined and become members of people's channels in the past to see their members-only content, only to find out there was like a lot of AI-generated videos that was like, I want to see the person if I'm a member. I want to see the real person, Lori had an incredible video today for anybody who's been laid off for work. It might be the most perfect video on topic for people who need to see that topic. I can't imagine how the video could have been more perfect. The things that she said in that. Rob the Maritimer had a banger today, being optimistic and not letting other people try to control you and tell you how to live your life. A lot of incredible videos. Pam, I apologize. I know I don't owe you anything, but I don't like to miss your videos. And unfortunately, Pam, you've been pumping them out faster than I can watch them. I am behind on Pam's videos by about three videos. So I have to get caught up on Miss Pam's videos a little bit, but I will, because I don't like missing Miss Pam's videos. So I'm going to be checking those out. Let's see what we're saying in the chat. If I go rambling away like that, you guys just keep on talking. I'll get caught up to you at some point. Hey, it's Ben. I love that name. That's awesome, says Mike. That beach video, CL, I watched it a couple times living in Dreamland. Yeah, I bet you did, buddy, up in Minnesota. The coolest thing was when she wrote the names of our channels and her friends in the sand and then let the water wash it away. That was so cool. What a great idea. I know you probably couldn't write everybody's name, but you wrote a lot of them. So, yes, we definitely all need downtime. Everybody loved that video, honestly. You've never used any AI. Yeah, you don't need to, right? You just pop that camera on, turn on your phone, whatever. You and your nana start making live streams and talks and stuff. Yeah, I would imagine. You don't, for sure. Um, Everybody's using AI for artwork, but man, there's nothing like the real thing. There's nothing like something that came out of somebody's brain into their hands, and then their skill of years of practice put it into the canvas or onto the easel, right? And AI can do a lot of things, but it can't capture heart yet. And I like watching CL's videos. You did the one today that had like you just posted it as a short or something, but it was, what was that, like a gray heron or a egret or something like that standing in the water. And I could tell AI to draw a picture of a bird in the water, but it's not going to have the heart. It's not going to have your experience and your memories of what you've seen and your skill in putting it onto the paper. Same thing goes with music. I got people sending me AI music all the time, but I've been playing instruments. I've been playing musical instruments for 50 years plus, and I've been playing guitar for 40 years. And you spend all this time learning a skill and putting your heart into it so that you get to a point where the music comes out of you without you having to think about it anymore, and the music now becomes like a bubbling up or a welling up from inside of your heart and your spirit, and it just comes falling out of you, and it's actually a combination of your personality and your spirit and your experiences and your memories all coming out of your hands into an instrument, into people's ears. And AI can make some really pretty music, but it can't do that. It's not real. And, when I sit down to listen to music for my own enjoyment, I pretty much only listen to live recordings, live videos. Album music is nice and it's perfect. And the guys who spend, multiple months in a studio perfecting every note they sing and every snatch of sound that comes out of the speakers and make it perfect. It is a work of art, and I understand that in itself, that's an art form of creating a recorded album. But I personally like live performed music, ensemble music, where multiple people are playing music together, hearing each other, reacting spontaneously to what they hear the other musicians doing, and turning that back to them and pushing that back to them. To me, there's nothing better than either improvisational live music or live music that was rehearsed but also has a sense of spontaneity on stage between people. So I'm going to stick with the live human music personally, but anybody else can do anything they want. Everybody's free to do whatever they like. It's a free country, and I would never tell somebody else what to do. Mike's Adventure Spark says, I was going to say, I think Rob's been watching some of your videos. I don't know about that. I think he's naturally optimistic, buddy. I think he's a very optimistic guy. He certainly cheers me up and gets me pumped up when I watch him, that's for sure. Yeah, nobody can keep up with Pam. She's cranking out the videos now, man. Ben says, oh, thanks, Mike. I came up with that a few months ago when I decided I wanted to give this YouTube thing a try. And my dad says, looking at the background there, and I'm wondering, is that the antique clock over your shoulder from Scotland that I gave you a few years ago? Yes, it is. Let's see, if I tap on this on my camera, does it focus over there? Yes, it does. Look at that. Yes, Dad, that is the clock. That is the clock that you guys bought when we lived in Scotland when I was a wee little baby. And it sits here on the corner of my desk. It does. I don't ever run it. I don't ever set it or run it. I just leave it there to look at and then to enjoy. But yes, it is. Good eye. Very good eye. As you guys scan my Scan my decorations in the back. Another one that's interesting, if I take the focus back there, this poster right here that says the Great Heathen Army. Now, don't get the wrong idea. My son bought this for me, and he bought this for me at a Renaissance festival. It's a map of the United Kingdom, and it shows the paths and directions of the heathen army of the Saxons invasion, or I should say the Viking invasions of Saxon Brittany in the 800s, and the defense of Britain by Alfred the Great. And I really love that map because it's got so many historical moments and pathways and battles marked off. The name the Great Heathen Army is what history has referred to the Viking invasion. What was the name of that Viking that was, I can't remember, Gutheld, I forget. Anyway, he was defeated by Alfred the Great and converted to Christianity as a result of being defeated. So a lot of cool stuff back there. I've got all my hats. You can see my ukulele is here. You can see my other map of Scotland right there. And I've got lots of cool stuff right back here. Is my little bonsai tree that my son Logan gave me. He works at Publix in the produce department. And you can see my little bonsai tree he gave me. You can see some of my pipes are back here. And my curtains are kind of screwed up here. So yes, as you guys are bored with what I'm saying, you can certainly be playing I Spy on what's behind Scotty back there. Well, I started this live stream off by saying welcome to the Winning the Week live stream, and what did I say? Those of you who were here at the beginning heard it. The Winning the Week live stream and podcast. Did you say podcast? Well, it is true. I have started turning my live streams into a podcast. And I'm not just talking about YouTube's fake podcast where you can make a playlist and they show it in YouTube Music and call it a podcast. No, a real podcast available in any podcast app. The Winning the Week with Scott Auld podcast is basically a rebroadcast of these live streams. And I'm doing it because I want to support podcasting and I want traditional podcasting to carry on. I think it's important because it's an unkillable way of broadcasting. There's no way to actually shut down a podcaster, so it's a way to perpetuate free speech. If you create an RSS feed and a traditional podcast, Apple Music could decide they're not going to carry you anymore, but anybody who's got a regular podcast app, like Podverse or Pocket Casts or any podcasting app, will be able to continue to receive your message. So there may be a day someday in the future when we need to be able to get a message out, an unpopular message. But the podcast is coming along nicely. I have these stats are from Monday, so they've grown a little bit, but you can see I've got 4 episodes already. Those are basically my 4 most recent live streams, and the live stream we're doing right now will be an episode tomorrow. And you can see what it looks like. There is a page that's hosted, and it's easy to get to. It's podcast.winningtheweek.org, and that takes you over to the podcast page. It's hosted by fireside.fm, which is basically a service that will take your MP3 upload, and you give your podcast episode a title and hit publish, and it sends it out into podcast land. But they're doing pretty well. I've only been doing this for about a week. I started talking to you guys about the podcast last week, and 64 downloads in a week isn't too shabby considering it's a brand new, unknown podcast. And, for a brand new, just born podcast that just was invented, I don't think 64 downloads is too shabby. That's not bad. But you can also listen to them at the website or any podcast app. You can see I've also created a link. Podcast.winningtheweek.org is a quick and easy way to get over to just listen to it on a web browser. And as you can see there, I also have blog.winningtheweek.org, which is basically a shortcut to a blog because why not do blogs? And all my blogs really are is just it's like a slight comment on my videos. The videos that I put out, just a little slight comment about those. So I don't know if that's that important, but I thought it would be fun to start a podcast because I don't want podcasts to die. Another sip. Oh, it's the Cubbies that got you bent out of shape. Root for the Cubbies. You know, I used to watch the Cubs because I worked nights. In the 90s, I was on the night shift, and I'd come home and sleep for a few hours, wake up and catch a 1 o'clock game at Wrigley. It was always on WGN. So being able to watch the Cubbies in the afternoon was awesome. They always had day games, of course, before they lit up the stadium. That goes back a ways. But when you live in Wisconsin, it's even worse. Yeah, I imagine. My wife was a Brewers fan. She's a Wisconsinite. But being a Cubby fan, yeah, that would be like being a Bears fan in Packerland, buddy. I don't know if that's recommended for your good health, you know. I don't know about that. Hey, Heidi's here. I just noticed that, Heidi. I'm sorry. I know it's probably been a while since you said that, but I just noticed it. Very cool. You did a walk and talk live is all. Don't say that's all. I got to listen to it. I got to get caught up. Oh, you lost the connection. So I am not going to skip it. Absolutely. No way. I'll get caught up. I'll be watching all that stuff. You know, by the way, I was going to just listen to Lori's new video and not watch it. And I saw that she had a lot of cool video effects going on in her video. So I realized, oh, I gotta sit and watch this thing because there's a lot of cool camera effects and video effects going on screen that made it more than something I could just listen to. But some of you guys' videos are the kind of things I could just listen to when I'm driving or when I'm cooking or if I'm out gardening. I put in the AirPods and listen to a lot of the talkity-talk stuff. So walk and talk videos is a good type thing that I can listen to in the background when I'm doing other things. Yeah, Mike is just to the west of you, Ben. My neighbor loves the Cubs. I painted the logo for her on a folding table. That's awesome. That would be very nice. You went to college at University of Wisconsin Stout and have been to the Twin Cities many times. Very cool. UW, is that University of Wisconsin? Oh, you've been to Wrigley? That's cool, Mike. I would love to go to Wrigley. That'd be a bucket list thing to do for sure. Oh, for sure, Pam. You got to check out Heidi. She's awesome. Her channel is really nice. Do you watch Peace? He's from Milwaukee. Who's Peace? I don't know who's Peace. Big D, my other brother, Daryl. How are you, my man? How's things going? Congratulations on winning the lures in Daniel's live stream 2 hours ago. If you weren't still on, he did a drawing at the end of his live stream, and you won the fishing lures. So he's going to send those your way. Oh, you know, I did say if Peter was on, I would show him my Sally fishing rod, but I don't think Peter's here. I haven't seen Peter. He's probably sleeping. It's like 2 in the morning. But right up there, whoop, 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 right up there hanging on the wall is the Sally fishing rod, named for our Sally. I think he'll like them too. I think she'll like them too. Sorry. Yes, I think everybody would like Heidi's videos. You want real as much as possible. I prefer to listen to acoustic guitar to an electric guitar. There's a place for both. I prefer the acoustic. Very nice. That's very good. My neighbor gave me his Christmas CD one year. He's an award-winning pianist. Wow, that's awesome. I love when he practices with the windows open. That must be nice. Wow, that would be cool. As a person reinventing myself in midlife, it seems like a great fit. Oh, Pam, you're not in midlife, you liar. Let's knock it off. You're only 29. We'll let you know when you're in midlife, Pam. Nice try. Same goes for CL and Jen and all you chickies. All you winning the week chickies. You're all 29. Hello, Miss Sally. How are you doing? Glad you could make it. My other brother, Daryl, is in here, so he must have hollered at you and said, Sally, Scott's on! And you went, oh, okay, here I come. Hey, you guys want to see a really good video? Sally put out a members-only video today, and I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but it's worth becoming a member. to watch her members only video. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yes, sir. That is from Scotland. And if you didn't notice, the stickers here, we talked about stickers earlier. My "Don't Do Anything I Wouldn't Do" sticker has the Scottish flag on it. So you guys who already got stickers from me have stickers headed your way. And if you didn't get stickers from me before, the new stickers that just came out that I just got on Monday, I will send them to you. All you have to do is fill out the little form that's on the video description, and it tells me a place to send you all stickers. I'll send you the new ones and the old ones. For example, my man Brian is in the house from Have Fun in Nature. Very good to see you, bud. I don't have your address from the first sticker go-around, Brian, so if you guys want some stickers to slap on the camper or something, fill out the Google form in the description so I can wing some stickers at you. I'll be flying them your way. My channel theme is a work in progress. It's called Pam Stories for Humans, but I have a wide variety of stuff. Yeah, I think, boy, I'll tell you what, the Stories for Humans angle is so cool. I love it. It's so unique. Stories for Humans just like says, if you're a human, you're going to like this channel. And it's true. Anybody who's a human would like that one. Hello, Brian, the other guy. Everybody's saying hi. Very nice, very nice. We're going to get caught up here on the chat for a second while you guys are all saying hi to each other. You need to talk to me when I got some free time? No problemo, buddy. Shoot me a message sometime tomorrow. We shall talk. You got it. I am at your service. Yeah, 64 downloads isn't too shabby for 1 week and just 4 episodes. I'm not going to become, the podfather, but I want to support podcasting, and I figured one way to do that is to, I listen to podcasts all the darn time. One of the reasons I never get around to watching everybody's live stream all the time is because I'm always listening to podcasts. There's only so many hours in the day, but I figured another way to support podcasting in general would be to make a podcast. So I did. I'm going to scroll past all of everybody saying hi to each other. Okay, so you are a Packer fan, because I know a couple of people who were Cubbies fans in Packerland, and boy, did they have a hard time, man. 9th thumbs up. What's up, guys? Well, the reason it's only 9 is because Pam already thumbs down to me 5 times. And she took away all my thumbs up. I had like 50 thumbs ups here. And then Pam decided to register with like 19 fake accounts and thumbs down to me this whole time. Because Pam is like that. She will down thumbs you at the drop of a hat. I'm just kidding. She's not really like that. I thumbs up before I enter the chat. Hello, Tiffany. Tiffany and Brian are in the house. You thumbs up before you come in and before you start watching. That's a good way to do. That's a great idea. Yes, everybody's young. You guys told me how old your kid was, and I don't know how in the world you were having a baby at age 2. But I guess it's possible. Yeah, her members only video was super good. It was super good. You can't stay long. What do you think you got to do? What kind of fun stuff do you think you're doing? No, I'm just kidding. You guys do whatever you want. Have fun. I want you to have fun in nature. That's what I want you to do. Have fun in nature. What'd you think of the latest video? Fear of missing out. Yet another video inspired by Lori. Lori had this idea. She said to me, some people have such a fear of missing out. And I'm like, yeah, I think she said that needs to be a video. And I said, yeah, that'd be a good video. And then she said I should do it. And I was like, I guess I have to. But then I got the idea, literally as I was talking, I got the idea, instead of a fear of missing out, what if you had the joy of missing out? What if you benefited from intentionally missing out on some things? Because we can't be everywhere. We can't be everywhere all the time. For example, I can't make everybody's live stream, but I can eventually watch them. I can eventually watch them in the replay, but I can't be at every darn live stream. No, Tyler, you're right. I'd never have your address. So go on the video description, click the link to the Google form that takes you over to go get a it's a form that says I want a sticker, and tell me your name and tell me your address on the form, and then I will wing one to you tomorrow, my man. Virtual pets for Sailor. That's funny. This is a good question, Jen. We should try that. There's a new feature in live streaming, and Rob the Maritimer tried it out yesterday, and it was pretty cool. It's basically the ability to turn a live stream into members only. Once you're at the end of your video, basically, you just go for it and do it. And I'll try it out. Why not? I've got time. Let's do that when we're all done chit-chatting here. The only downside is that it means that there's no music outro. It just ends for anybody who's not a member. If you want to become a member right now, it's only $1.25 or $1.50 or something like that for a month. Yeah, sure, Jen. Let's try that. Let's try a members only switcheroony. What it does basically is it ends the current live stream, fires up a new members only live stream with the same title and thumbnail, and then automatically moves all of the members into that live stream as an audience. I think it puts you over there if you do nothing. But when I saw Rob do it, a button that came up that said join now, so I clicked join now and it jumped me over there. So I don't know if it moves you automatically after a certain amount of time. There's like a little countdown, a little 30-second countdown that everybody can see at the top of the chat. But we'll try it. Let's just try it and see. The only way we'll know what happens is to try it. So I will do that, yeah. Nothing wrong with a variety of stuff. You'll figure it out over time based on what feels good. You know, Pam has a large variety of stuff on her channel, but for some reason they all sort of seem to be in the same vein. They're all in the same genre and niche, even though they're different topics. Like she's got a Bible study, and she's got a series that she's doing about, you know, evaluating things that have gone on in her past and attitudes she's had that she's changed. She's got us, you know, kind of like talked about for a while. She was talking about overhelping. All these things seem like they're different, but for some reason they all sort of fit in this some sort of umbrella that's kind of just like Pam's advice for humans. You know, it's stories for humans, Pam's stories for humans, but it really is, in a way, Pam's good advice for humans. That's kind of one way to think about her channel. And it all sort of seems to fit together somehow. I don't know. Milky Way pushed my monitor out of the way to take a bath. That's funny. Oh, these kitty cats, man. I tell you what. Peacer W8869. He lives in Milwaukee and he has a fishing channel. He's a good guy. Cool. All right, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little screenshot of that so that I can find him later on, and I will look him up and check him out. Very cool. I did not know that. I did not know that. You hit the like button twice. That's exactly right. You're 100% doing this correctly. Yep. Okay, fine. You had the baby at 4. Whatever. Dinner's almost ready. Cooking dinner, cleaning up. She's a busy lady. Yep. 100%. Let's get caught up on the chat here before we do anything else. You need to land this YouTube plane. I don't think you do. I think you can keep that YouTube plane just circling the airport and picking up cool ideas as you go. Like, I don't know what my video is going to be about this Friday, but I'll probably come up with something and record something tomorrow. You know, Pam, you said something in my question. I had a community post where I said, what do you guys want to hear me talk about? And you said you wanted to hear about my musical background. And it kind of got me thinking that there might be an analogy in that I'm kind of chewing on in my brain. And I think it would still be in topic for my optimism and uplifting messages genre or niche. But there's an analogy, I think, somewhere in that story about my musical journey, the instruments I played as a very young child, and then picking up guitar at age 15, and what that was like. So I think I'm going to take Pam's advice on that. But a lot of you guys had some really good feedback on what kind of stuff to make videos about. So I'm gonna hold on to that little poll that you guys all filled out with ideas, because that would be fun. Oh, you know, I forgot. Speaking of polls, I created a poll, didn't I? Let's go look and see. I put a poll at the beginning of this chat for this live stream, didn't I? I completely forgot about that. Let's take a peek and see what kind of results are happening. Let me jump into this live, and where is my poll? Didn't I make a poll? Yeah, we did. Here we go. Here is the poll. Oh, that's not the poll. That's start a new poll. Didn't I make a poll? I thought I did. Let's see. Where is it? Nope, not there. All chat, live chat. Maybe I did. Maybe I forgot and I never did. I was going to make a poll for tonight, but I forgot what I was going to make it about. And if I did make it, I don't remember what it was about. But I don't see. Engage. Let's see. Engage with your audience. Members only live stream. Start a poll. Start a QA. Close. That's not it. I guess I didn't make a poll. My bad. I thought I made a poll for this live stream. Oh well. So much for that idea. That'll teach me to think I made a poll when I didn't make a poll. Maybe you can only do that once you start, and I was thinking about doing it, and I never did. Wouldn't that be cool if Brian and Tiffany were able to stop by and see you, like on their way across? That'd be cool. What? Doug Drew is the worst, nasty and slippery, especially with Crocs? What in the world are you talking about? I don't even know what that's all about. Oh, you guys aren't traveling. You guys are going to stay put, huh? I did not know that. Okay. Well, hello. Welcome back, Lori. I assume you must have gotten off the phone with your kids, which is why you always disappear. You show up early. You leave us, you go talk to your kids for a while as if that's some kind of priority or something, and then you show back up later. I'm just kidding, Lori. I'm just kidding. Hey, Soul Circle. Hey, Soul Sister. You guys remember that song, Soul Sister? Yeah. Catch next week watching Shiloh with the kids. Goodbye, Tyler. See you later, Tyler. Bye, Tyler. It was cool when Rob did it. The non-members received a message that asked if you wanted to become a member. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. I think it's only one or two, maybe 3 members in this chat right now. But it would be fun to try it just to learn how the software works and look and see how it happens. I haven't seen it. I saw it from the other end on Rob's because I'm a member, but I would like to see what it looks like. You're often driving, so you can't contribute. That's awesome. You're welcome, Pam. Hi, Heidi. Good to see you. Took you and Rob's advice for my last video topic. I want to hear the story about how that topic came out. Maybe you can talk about it in one of your live streams, Lori. You can tell the story of how that video came up. Pam's story where she lived the serial killer. Yeah, me too. Bye, Brian and Tiffany. Yeah, when she let the person in who was a little bit wacko. Yeah, that was a little crazy. That's what happens when you overhelp everybody. She says, I don't even remember we're helping you with anything. I think she might be talking about her video where she talked about how to deal with being laid off from work. I'm assuming. I am not going to Vid Summit, no. But if you guys go, let us know how it was. I know, Lori. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. I want you to answer when they call. Well, hey, listen. When you say you're going to do something, you're going to get tested, and your resolve is going to get tested right away. And I am proof of that. I'm going to show you what happened, because I told you guys that this is value for value, and that I'm not going to accept sponsors because they gag you. And wouldn't you know it, right away, I was contacted about an ad campaign. So this lady named Ella from GoLogin.com, which is a real company, she sent me this message. Hey, I'm Ella from GoLogin, a browser for managing multiple accounts, which I looked at their website. It's a pretty cool product. It looks like it's a web browser that allows you to easily switch back and forth from multiple login accounts. If you have, let's say, maybe if you're someone who manages 5 or 6 YouTube channels and you're always switching, or 5 or 6 Instagram accounts or 5 or 6 TikTok, you have a whole bunch of channels and stuff like that, this Go Login app seems pretty decent. It's like an online app. So she asked me, do you place paid integrations on your channel? Your channel caught our attention. The subject line said, we want to buy an ad on your channel. Well, golly, bummer, I just told you guys I'm value for value, which means no sponsors, no ads. I'm going to be supported by my members and by those of you who love me. So my reply to her, as you can see, was, no, Ella, I don't do ads. Thanks for the interest. So just to let you know, integrity, that's an integrity alert, folks. But I am solid on this value for value thing, which, oops, got ahead there. Value for value is the model where your listeners, your friends, your community share their own time, talent, and treasure in whatever quantity they think is worthy of what you've provided. So if you get a kick out of my videos, or if my videos have helped you, or if you enjoy the live stream, time and talent are just as important as treasure. Peter offered to do some video editing for me. Maybe somebody wants to help me with thumbnails or something like that. But the memberships are 99 cents plus whatever YouTube tax on to them. You guys are always giving me super chats, which is like basically a way to throw money through YouTube. YouTube does keep a chunk of that money, though, don't they? If you go to tipjar.winningtheweek.org, you can see that you can say how much of a tip you would like to throw at me, and all of that makes it over my way. If you want to buy me a coffee, tipjar.winningtheweek takes you there. I also have a shop where you can buy mugs or hats or stickers or other cool things. That's shop.winningtheweek.org. And if you don't want to do any of that stuff, but you want to help me out at no cost to yourself, you can follow any of my Amazon or StickerMule or vidIQ affiliate links in the descriptions of my videos. And that doesn't raise the price of anything you buy there, but those folks do give a commission to the person who referred them. So if you click one of my affiliate links to Amazon and then you go buy something else that you wanted to buy anyway, like maybe you needed to buy toilet paper or paper towels, click one of my Amazon affiliate links and then go find your paper towels and buy them. I get I don't know what it is, 5% commission or something like that. And it doesn't raise your price at all. It just comes off of the person who's selling it. So, yeah, that's value for value. But I did not engage with our advertising lady. And Sally, by the way, had asked about my merch store. She wanted to know, who am I using for my merch store? Where's it coming from? I am currently using Fourth Wall, which is pretty nice. They set up a store. You can click shop.winningtheweek, and it takes you basically to like a little online e-commerce store that they set up for you. It's so easy and so trivial. And you basically get to decide how much you want to charge for the things like the mugs or the hats or the stickers or the t-shirts. And I'm really curious as what the quality of the t-shirts are. Sally was talking about one reseller that she heard about, and somebody bought a t-shirt and it started falling apart, I guess. It wasn't Fourth Wall that I used, but I should buy a t-shirt through them just to see what the quality's like, because I don't want anybody buying something. If it's not good quality, I would just take the t-shirts down, because the mugs are nice. I can tell you that the mugs are nice, CL, that's a good question. I don't think I did. And sometimes if you use my link and then you go buy something, some sellers don't participate in affiliates. And so there's nothing anybody can do about that. There's no way to know which ones do and which ones don't. But no, I would have gotten a notification that something was bought from so-and-so, and I would have seen your name. And you and I have exchanged emails, so I know your name, and I would know I had seen you in there. But no, it does tell me the name of a person who buys it. It doesn't tell me what, necessarily, maybe it does tell me what they bought. I can't remember. Maybe it does. I think it does tell you what they bought, and, you get 5% or something like that. But Yeah, I know you did get a small rig lately for your camera setup and everything, and I know you said you followed my link, but I don't remember ever getting notifications. I'll look at it again. Maybe I'll look and double check later and make sure, and I'll shoot you a message and let you know. But I don't think I did. Yeah. What are you guys talking about, Alberta? So much action in oh, you must be talking about the Alberta independence movement, right? That's what you guys are talking about. The Canadians are having their own political chat here. You know, it's funny, Pam, because I had watched your video where you were talking about your opinions on it and, you know, the discomfort of being around, you know, family who's very strong opinions on it, and your opinions are just a little different, not necessarily completely anti, but at least cautious. Let's say cautious about let's not do anything hasty, right? But it's funny, the very next day I came across a YouTube live stream of somebody. I didn't know who they were at all, but they had a gigantic Canadian flag behind them, but they also had a gigantic Alberta independence flag. I thought I had stumbled into a Canadian MAGA meeting, to be honest with you, and it was really interesting to watch that live stream for a little bit, and I kind of got the feeling like this is probably what some of Pam's family is like that she was talking about, you know. It was an interesting live stream is all I'm going to say, you know, but those were some interesting folks. Everybody's got some very, very passionate feelings about this stuff on both sides, but that's all I'll say about that, I suppose. Oh, you guys aren't even talking about politics. You're just talking about wildlife in Alberta. That's cool. Yeah, the Alberta independence thing, though. I don't know. Is there supposed to be a binding vote on that or anything like that anytime? Let's talk about today's comment of the week, or this week's comment of the week. Look at this, Jen. It's you. Jen, it's you. You had a really good comment on my video, the FOMO video, the fear of missing out video. You said, it's my inner child that fears missing out. After a few years of practicing, I recognize little Jen a lot quicker, and I try letting adult Jen step in and attempt to make better choices. Obviously, I'm still a work in progress. My YouTube channel holds me accountable to become a better person. What a great comment. I really like that. I don't know, that just sort of struck a chord with me, that comment, opening up a little bit about inner child Jen versus adult Jen. And I really liked it a lot. That's pretty cool. And there was a runner-up. A runner-up for the comment of the week just made me laugh really hard, which was Pops. This was on the video about being, you know, when somebody says you're too sensitive. You're too sensitive. And I said, okay, fine, I'll be more insensitive next time. Pops' comment was, Scott, are you trying to say people are too sensitive about sensitive people? Or that insensitive people are too insensitive about insensitive people? Or are sensitive people too insensitive about people with long beards? I totally agree, brother. I think. My reply to him says it all. It says, I have to sit down and think about this one. Pops cracks me up, man. Pops is a joker. Pops is a joker. Oh, you're back. Hello. Is it dinner time? It is. Yeah, it's a little bit after 9 o'clock. I know you want to get fed. How do cats know what time it is? How do they know? Well, I'll feed you in a little bit, or you can wait till Mama get home. When Mama gets home, she'll feed you. But I'm not going to feed you right now. I'm talking to my friends, Suzuki. I'm talking to my friends. Hey, do you remember I also said we had an Encourager of the Week feature? Well, you all knew this was coming. How could anybody be more encouraging than CL Fantasy Waves Art Studio putting our names on the beach in the sand? Except then the ocean wiped us away, which tells you what she really thinks about us. She doesn't really think that much about us, because if she did, she would not have let the ocean erase us. She would have held the waves back. She would have said, stop, ocean, go back. Go back, ocean. I detest that you would erase my friends. But you notice CL did not do that. No, she let the water just wipe us away from existence, erasing us like memories in the hourglass. I'm kidding, of course. I really enjoyed that video. It was super cool and very fun. I see Graciela is here. You guys, if you didn't get a chance to see, Gracie had a really cool live stream from downtown, and she was at the Opera House The Opera House was super cool in Melbourne, right? Not the Sydney Opera House, the famous one. She was at the Melbourne Downtown Opera House. Had a good time. You guys, Graciela is really funny because now tell me if I'm wrong here, Graciela, but she's got a Spanish accent, but she speaks Australian lingo. It's hilarious. So she's rolling her R's and speaking with a Spanish accent, but then she sees someone, she goes, "Good day, mate," and it's the funniest thing ever. I love it. It's awesome. So, do you mean to pick you up? Okay. Go over there. So glad you made it, Gracie. What time is it over there? I'm thinking it's got to be 7, 8 o'clock, something like that in the morning. I don't know. I don't know how time zones work, but everybody's saying hi to her, so that's really good. Pam says, I don't want to miss this. She says, I like Canada. I'm not a huge Alberta independent supporter. Yes, that's right. Interesting, folks. Yeah. So I hit the old head on the nail there, did I? Yeah. The ocean is keeping us safe. Yeah, exactly. No, it wiped us out. It erased us. But I want to make a public service announcement right now. I want to tell something. I want to tell all of you guys something that's important for everybody here to know. And that is, beware of the dangers of using voice to text when you're not wearing your reading glasses. I left a comment on CL's wonderful video about this beautiful green dragon. Let me read to you this comment. Okay, I used voice to text for this. I really like this dragon. He has a lot of the fanciful and playful characteristics, period. Some of my favorite artists. You look like the way talking to himself used to draw dragon. He's really sighed. All dragons are awesome. Tell Mr. Natasha Kama we're all going to make it. So, yeah. She was very kind in her reply to me, but that reads like a drunk person wrote that comment, and it's not. I just used voice to text. I don't remember what I was actually trying to say. I was trying to say something like normal, but not having my glasses on, I couldn't see what it came out with, so I just hit send. And he has a lot of the fanciful and playful characteristics. Some of my favorite artists. You look like the way talking to himself used to draw. What? I think I was trying to say he looks the way that Tolkien used to draw dragons. J.R.R. Tolkien drew dragons very similarly, long, 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 and skinny with the little legs like that. But I don't know what I was really trying to say. He's really sighed all dragons. I don't know what I was saying. Guys, listen. Don't use voice to text and not know what you're saying, because it was the worst. And I didn't see it till like the next day when CL kindly replied to me and, said her nice comment back to me. And then I read what I had wrote, and I was like, oh my goodness, I sound like a bloomin' idiot. But CL is too nice. She should have called me out and said, are you having a stroke? Because that's what it read like. That's what it read like. You made a small video, but such an amateur. We're all amateurs. My accent makes people's heads spin. That's funny. Oh, it's 11 there. Okay, so you guys are... How can it be 11 a.m.? That's more than 12 hours. That's 13 hours ahead. 14. That's... I don't know how the time zones and the whole time zones and the international dateline thing is... It's so flaky. I don't know. Well, hello there, Rev. So good to see you, my man. How's it? Another one who's having a good time with us in Discord. I will reiterate what I said before. We're having a blast in Discord. Rev is a lot of fun in there. Come on in and click the Discord link in the description of the video. Join up with us. It's just a chat room. It's nothing complicated. All of you guys who were using AOL back in the days and ICQ and AOL chat rooms, all that kind of stuff, Discord's just another chat room. It's not complicated. And Rev's in there hanging out with us. Flow state. Yeah, that's what it was like. Exactly. Mike says, I do that all the time with text to read too. Yep. This speech to text will get you every time. Absolutely. 100%. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I think Scott's trying to pull a Rob live stream marathon. No, I'm not. I'm just hanging out with my best friends. That's all. I'm just in no hurry to go anywhere. Hello, Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne. Good news. You missed it because you were here late, but that's totally fine. Not that I'm keeping track, but I just sent you some new stickers, Yvonne, because I had your address from last time. So I sent you some new stickers, and also Debbie Sue had asked for not only new stickers, but I had previously sent out some stickers to Debbie Sue, and she lost them. Probably while she was at the doctor or something, I think she said. So I sent her a refresh batch of everything I'd sent her before. But Yvonne, keep an eye out for some new stickers. And if any of you guys want stickers that I did not send sticker to before and I don't have your name, fill out the little form in the description. There's a Google form that'll tell me what address to send it. And that will be that. But guess what? We are now 9:15. And unless there's something you guys want to talk about, I don't have anything else to talk about or discuss or hang out with or bring up. I got through everything I had planned on talking about. And now we can just chill. Publix Diet Sweet Tea. The nectar of the goddesses, I tell you. Let's see, what are you guys talking about? Gen X? I felt like that today in my live stream. I always think I'm only going for 40 minutes. Today was 75. Wow! 75 minutes in your live stream, Heidi? Oh my goodness. Well, hello there. Welcome home.
Please don't.
What?
I said, please don't. My hands are full, so I don't need.
No problem. Mama's home, everybody. After 1 hour, my brain stops working. Well, here's what I think we should do. I think we should play with and experiment with that switch to members only feature. Just to see how it works. And then we won't stay long. Let me see if I can figure out where that was. So if you're not a member, unfortunately, it's going to end. Which everything good has to end. But if you are a member, it should shift you over automatically, I think. So let me go see if I can find that button. Stay, stay, stay. We're having beautiful weather here in Florida. It's been warm, to be honest with you, you know. All right, so let's try this feature. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna end our live stream. All of the non-members, it's been a blast hanging out with you. If you want to see some members-only private videos and some members-only private live streams and some comments and posts I've made just for that, become a member sometime. Costs $1. But for the rest of you, I'm going to hit this button that says members-only live stream. Now let's see what this does. Do you guys want to see what it looks like? I can show you. I think I have. Yeah, here we go. Here's my web browser. Let's hit pause on that so it's not running. Down at the bottom of the chat, what I see is this little plus, and this plus says engage with your audience, and you can see it says start a Q&A, answer viewer questions live. I thought we were doing that. I don't know what that button does. What does this do? Oh, it's a way for me to leave a comment that you guys would see. The other thing here is start a poll, right? Like I meant to do earlier and I forgot to, so oops. Oh, you like my Chevrolet? You like my Chevrolet shirt? Thank you. I bought this to remind myself I'm trying to find a Chevrolet pickup truck, a vintage Chevy pickup truck. And then down here, it says members only live stream. When I click this, I get the special experience just for members. Schedule a time when your live stream will switch to members only. Just the members at the level you choose will be able to keep watching. Non-members can become members to join. So let's just try and see how this works. The Cool Kids is the only level I have, the 99-cent level, but I'm going to leave it on all members. Start in 5 minutes. No, I'm going to say start in 1 minute. All right, I'm going to hit the button. For those of you who are not members, you won't get a chance to see us, but I will see you in the next video, probably on Friday, or I'll see you on your own live streams coming up very soon. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. We all had an awesome time, a really good time here. Thanks for hanging in with me, and I will see you all very soon. So let's click the schedule button, and let's see. I think it starts a countdown. Yep, at the top of the chat, You can see there. Now for me it says 51, 50, 49, 48. I don't know what it says to you guys because we're all on delay. It says you'll be redirected automatically, but the timer is counting at the top. Now for you the timer might be a little different because you're seeing my video on delay somewhat. But let's just watch it and see what it does. I should have seen the square body Suburban I built. Send me some pictures. Put some pictures in Discord, Rev. I want to see it. Was that like a 73 to 85 range square body? I bet that was sweet. Let's take some pictures. Bye CL, bye Graciela, bye Rev. Lori's saying mine is 23, but by the time I see it, it's nothing. My countdown just got switched, so I bet it must be ending. There we go. The live stream is kicking off.